Hello there, good people of the world. I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is that I've had a good day. It was off. It was awesome weather outside, and I was able to do stuff with my family, and it was just an awesome day so far. The bad news is that I finally had to get rid of the shit show that is called a Logitech yoke, G yoke, because I wasn't able to fix the issue with the misfires from the throttle quadrant during the last couple of flights. As you if you've been watching the videos, you were able to witness the the difficulties that I had with the throttle quadrant. The stuff just didn't work. It misfired all the time. It messed up my autopilot. It did all kinds of stuff that it wasn't supposed to do. And I'm really tired. I just don't want to deal with that anymore. So what I essentially did is I took out my old but trusted T16000. I got rid of the Logitech shit, and I'm gonna have to save up for some alpha yoke. So the basic learning from all of this is never go for the cheap shit because it's not gonna work. It's gonna break. It doesn't have the quality that is necessary to do stuff in a way that is appropriate and with dignity and all that. So that's basically it. So I'm gonna have to save up for some alpha yoke and bravo throttle quadrant. It's about $500. It's not cheap, but in the meantime, I'm gonna just use the T16000. It's never let me down. It doesn't feel right with a Kodiak because I mean it's not a yoke, it's a stick, and I have the throttle on the left side and the stick on the right side, and it's all wrong basically. But there's no other option right now. So, with that said, I think I'm still able to fly with stick, although I have not used it for quite a while. Um, um, um. Today, let's just take a quick look at the map. Because yesterday, I think it was yesterday. Yes, it might have been yesterday. Um, we were arriving at Ketchikan, and I profited immensely from the lesson that Skinny gave me the other day. Um, when it comes to IFR approaches, that did work very well. Actually, we did two of the. What just happened? No, no save mode. Oh, dude. All right, so let's let's go back. We should be about here. There we are. So we did actually two IFR approaches during the last during the last leg. One of them was Rangel. We did a touch and go there, and then I went to Ketchikan, and I was alone during this leg, and it was an awesome leg flying through the canyons and through the fjords here, and the landscape is just really really cool. So next stop would be Sandspit, and Sandspit is on Moresby Island, or actually it's called Graham Island, but this here is, I'm not sure. It's a one big island, but it's got two names for it: Graham Island and Moresby Island. So we're gonna go to Sandspit, and after that to Bella, Bella Bella. And depending, yeah, I think that's good enough for one day, because that is close to 300 nautical miles. That it's going to take about two hours. So, yeah, let's get this thing. Let's get the show in the air. So, let's get the show in the air. I have a strong feeling I'm not alone here. Let's just switch the views. No. Okay, let's start the engine. Oh, the other day, something else that I'm going to have to tell you, because the Kodiak does have... today I did a very short flight during the afternoon, because I wanted to try out whether I was able to fix the issue with the throttle quadrant from the Logitech, which I wasn't able to do. It actually got worse. Doesn't matter. What I wanted to say is that the Kodiak has a memory. I told you that it actually counts the flying hours and the block time and stuff like that, and especially the flight time is going to increase very rapidly if you mistreat the engine. So what did happen was that first in the afternoon I blew the engine because I made a mistake in the startup procedure, and after that it would not turn on anymore, even after reloading a flight. It just wouldn't turn on anymore unless I switched the livery or the model, the Kodiak. There's several versions of it that you can choose from, and I basically really had to reset the entire plane. It's a little bit annoying, but it's also pretty cool, because it's just that much more incentive to not blow it up, because otherwise you're fucked. Your plane is basically dead. which in some ways is pretty cool, really. So let's start. There we go. Fuel shut off. Deactivated. Holy cow. There we go. So this is in, this is out, this is in. Let's go ahead and wait a minute until this comes alive. And aux fuel pump high. Take a look at the NG value. Holy Lord. What's up, Skinny? I'm at Ketchikan. Papa Alpha Kilo Tango. So we've got the NG value at 20. Let's start to introduce the fuel. And wait until everything is settled in properly. The ITT peaked out at slightly above 560, which is okay considering the fact that's the first start of the engine of the day. So let's turn off the aux fuel pump and the ignition and this. There we go. And increase the prop. Pull forward. And trim is good and all that. So let's turn on the lights. And we can also turn on pitot because it's No, it's actually not that cold. 7 degrees Celsius. We're still gonna turn it. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Skinny. I guess you're gonna fly with me. That would be awesome. Yeah, so we can start to configure the autopilot. I think looking at the surroundings and the radar, we're going to fly to the south. That is in this direction here. We're going to have some clouds here. The weather is not perfect. We might stay somewhere around here. We'll see. But we'll stay low because I want to, as usual, I would like to see the landscape. Oh man. 1500, yaw damper on, flight director on, and we're going to activate the heading, and we'll set it to like, I don't know, 150 degrees at first, and then we can adjust. So let's, I had to, by the way, Skinny, what I had to get rid of the Logitech yoke because it was really, it's such an annoying cheap shit that the throttle quadrant was constantly misfiring, and I had to go back to my trusty old T16000. So I'm gonna fly with a stick, which doesn't feel right in a plane like this, but what am I gonna do? So yeah, let's talk to let's first listen to ATIS, or the Automated Surface Observation System.
200 feet. Scattered at 2,000 feet. Broken at 4,000 feet. Temperature 7. Dew point 4. Altimeter 2955. Density altitude -400 feet. Ketchikan International Airport, Automated Surface Observation. 1853 Zulu. Wind 110 at 10. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, view at 1200 feet. Scattered at 2,000 feet. Broken at 4,000 feet. Temperature 7. Dew point 4. Altimeter 2955.
Okay.
Density altitude -400 feet.
Let's switch to CTEF. So he's just set scattered at 2,000. Maybe we want to stay below 2,000, just that a little bit. Let's go to 1,800 and announce our taxi. Ketchikan traffic, Kodiak Delta, Foxtrot Delta, taxiing to a runway, which one is it? Runway 29er. No, that's bullshit. Correction, Kodiak Delta Foxtrot Delta is taxiing to runway 11. So let's release the parking brake and turn this thing around. Well, I can see someone called Skinflints somewhere in the front row. I'm gonna wait for you at runway 11. Oh, interesting plane you've got there. It looks like the Baron again. I couldn't properly see it. What's up?
Not much. Just enjoying the view from up here.
Oh, it's her again. It is Janet. We're going to switch to a different tour guide because Janet is annoying as hell as well. Just like every other tour guide, really. Today I'm flying with the Kodiak in a configuration where I could put in a little potty back there so I could go to the toilet during a flight. You moving yet? Yes, you are. So, where's my parking brake? Let's go to high idle. What just happened? Oh Lord. I really am. I have bad luck with all this engine stuff here. The Kodiak is a filthy little plane. Okay, let's turn it off. No. Ignition on. Yep, I know the oil pressure is low. Let's wait a moment for ITT to go down because otherwise I'm going to blow the engine if I restart it right after it went out. Okay. Let's hope for the best. So as you can see, oh well, it works quite well. IGT is not going to blow up the engine. It's peaking out at 740 something. That's all right. And let's slowly go ahead and put it into high idle so I don't do any mistake. Prop full forward. You there yet? Yes, you are. Okay. Let's talk to ADC real quick, or rather the CTEF frequency. Ketchikan traffic, Kodiak Delta Farsa Delta is taking off runway 11, departing to the southeast, Ketchikan. Nobody's coming in, I guess. Laps to like 20 degrees. Yep, that's all right.
Sirius 2, Tree Fox 5 miles south inbound for full stop landing. Roman 19er Victor holding short of runway 22. I'm holding short. Have you in sight? Appreciate it.
Okay. What kind of plane are you using today? This looks like, yeah, it still looks like a bear. Something like that. Okay, off we go. Holy Lord, the headwind is so strong this thing basically took off from after like 300 feet. Lots of ships down there. The Sea Hunter, Winston Churchill. I've seen this guy somewhere else. Taslina. Let's activate the autopilot real quick here. Wait a minute. Stop. Okay, at least the autopilot's not going to go nuts on me today. I don't have a Logitech yoke that can mess things up. That is a Duke? Okay. That looks like a bear, or pretty similar at least. Let's raise the flaps. Why am I able to see this? Is that because of, does that stuff stream? Because I shouldn't really be able to see it. I don't have that model. Or maybe there's a, if I remember correctly, there is some kind of database, a model database where it can substitute stuff. It might not be the same plane, the same livery that you're using, but the basic 3D model, maybe. So let's go ahead and reduce the RPM to 2000 and the torques to like 1300 something. There we go. Looks.
Katana 422 Mike Whiskey departing northbound straight out.
Let's turn right. No, we're going to fly this corridor here and then make a right turn at the end of the corridor and then fly towards Sanspit. We're going to stay on this course for a while. And I'll pull the, as usual, I'm going to pull the circuit breaker for the standby stuff. So I get 10 additional FPS. Let's call center. Question is, what center is it? Center of Kodiak Delta Foxtrot Delta, good afternoon. Let's see who's answering.
Kodiak Delta Foxtrot Delta, good afternoon. Kodiak November Delta Foxtrot Delta, Vancouver Center here. You're not under flight following. State your request.
He's a little bit, he's on steroids, I think. Vancouver Center, Kodiak Delta Foxtrot Delta, would like to request flight following about 10 nautical miles southeast of Ketchikan with the intention to land at Sandspit. Charlie Yankee Zulu Papa Delta Foxtrot Delta. Thank you.
Kodiak Delta Foxtrot Delta, Squawk 4244 and ident. Kodiak Delta Foxtrot Delta, you're welcome.
4244 and ident Delta Foxtrot Delta. There we go. I'm going to turn right to a heading of about 150 degrees. So we can see something from this awesome mountain range. Oh, by the way, we need music. What are we going to listen to today? Maybe some jazz? Or, lo-fi stuff.
Southwest 887, maintain Mach 78. Maintaining Mach 78, Southwest 887.
One of the few things about streaming that really gets me every time is the fact that I cannot stream music that I would really like to listen to. That's such a mess with the music industry. Oh, it's raining. Raining heavily. And it stopped raining. So how do you do today? Did you have a nice day? So if I look, not bad, just a relaxing Sunday. Yep, same for me. The island that we're going to fly to, which is called Graham Island, that looks pretty nice when it comes to weather. At least no heavy clouds here. I'm gonna put in Sandspit Airport as a destination. Is probably not where we're gonna land, but I was able to actually put the stuff that you taught me to good use. The IFR approaches. I actually did 2 of them yesterday. One of them was just a training. Yep, and it works absolutely brilliantly. I made a touch and go. The weather was like shit, really, and it did help a lot to be able to do this.
Lufthansa 441 Heavy, proceed direct to fix Alpha Lima Tango.
So,
Proceeding direct to Alpha Lima Tango, Lufthansa 441 Heavy.
ZP Charlie. Zulu and Papa. Wait a minute. Papa. There we go. Activate. Let's go to the CI. Put that in. Switch over to nav, and let's just fly to this nice island. Yes, that is true. You desperately want to have shitty weather just to be able to do this. Yeah, that was awesome. I like it. Yep, I guess. But actually, I'm a little bit too lazy to switch the frequencies all the time. I mean, you need to look at the charts and all that. I'm more like looking at the nice landscape. It's fun, I guess, but it's enough for me to do this. I mean, you could play it. You could plan ahead and create a flight plan that contains all the bore stations and stuff like that, VOR, but you know, I'm a lazy guy. PMS 750, that is, you mean is that a GPS or a flight computer? There is a mountain in the way. Let's see. MS50, okay, I'm going to take a look at it. What is that? Okay. Alright. Is that, let's just make sure that I don't run into the mountain. No, I won't. That's alright. So, what does it do? Is that an app? I will enjoy it, okay.
Cirrus 446 Sierra Papa, remain outside Bravo airspace, contact approach on 123.45. remaining outside Bravo, switching to 123.45, Cirrus 446, Sierra Papa.
So what exactly is this? This is an add-on for the flight simulator that is going to replace the Garmin system here, right? Okay, I see. Oopsie. Alright. Yeah, well, usually what I do, if I do longer tours, I'm going to plan the entire flight in little nav map and then then load that up into the flight simulator. But what would be very nice, I'm not sure if this is possible, but if I would be able to load up a flight plan that I created in little nav map into this thing here, the GTN750. By the way, does it work for no more turning dials? No more turning dials? What do you mean by no more turning dials? Can you enter the stuff using key? I guess I'm gonna have just to try it out. There's a free version, I can download it. There is MSFS 2024 is compatible with 2024. That's alright. Same package can be installed on both platforms. Automatically detects the version. However, working title 3GX. Blah blah. Okay. So, I will try. I'm not sure if this is going to work with a Kodiak, because if I remember correctly, the Kodiak is actually using its own Kodiak 100. There we go. It's using its own representation of the G1000. That was something about that. Full working title, no integration, okay. G blah blah, tunnel release. I'm not even sure if I have the NXI. It's a good question. You know what we're gonna do? We'll fly towards it's not that far away. We'll fly to Sandspit, then I'm gonna land there, and I'm going to install this, and let's just see if it works. Some birds have it in their cockpit, but it will be used on another screen. Alright. Okay, so you can basically use it in a separate window. We'll see about that. What I really would like to have, I've tried all kinds of things. There are like the mobile companion app for 2020, which you could use, which basically is nothing else than a web app that connects to Flight Simulator. And then you have, I'm not sure what it's called, Simbox, something like that. They all have their own.
632 Alpha Bravo Squawk 5260 ident.
They all have
5260 and ident Bonanza 632 Alpha Bravo.
They all have their own UIs, and they're not necessarily the greatest way to enter data or change altitude and such. But what I would really like to have is the ability to not use the bugs here, the virtual bugs, because it sucks. My ground speed is 146 right now. Yeah, so I can actually go ahead and download the free version and just check it out, whether it works. Free Please see more. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that was quick. I mean, I do have a quick internet, but that was very quick. Let's go ahead and the community folder and put it in there. And after the next load up, it should be there. Yeah, I'm always looking for good solutions, especially if it takes away the pain of interacting with the bugs. That's one of the main things that drives me crazy. What? How much does the? Okay, I see. $20 a year. That's all right. Premium version lifetime at $50. Okay. Well, that's not bad, really. If it works well, I'm willing to pay. So if I make custom binds, I mean I don't have many dials available on this joystick combo here. So what you would do is to create keyboard shortcuts, and then I mean if you wanted to turn the bug, then you hit some keys and it's going to turn, something like that.
Piper 623 Charlie Echo, say altitude. Currently at 7500 Piper 623 Charlie Echo.
Vancouver Center, Kodiak Delta Foxtrot Delta. Did you get my request about the flight following? For trim, I'm using buttons.
Kodiak Delta Foxtrot Delta, Squawk 4244 and ident. Kodiak Delta Foxtrot Delta, radar contact 34 south of Annette Island Airport at 1700 feet. Heading 174, Metlakatla altimeter 29.56.
Altimeter 29.56. Kodiak Delta Foxtrot Delta. Yes, I'm using a button.
Kodiak Delta Foxtrot Delta, roger, altimeter 29.56.
I am using buttons for trim. Yeah, lots of them actually. I have buttons all over the place, but no wheels or no dials that I could use. I desperately need to get one of those alpha yokes, really. Because there are bugs, there are wheels that you can turn. And buttons for autopilot and some proper trim wheel and proper power levers and all that. trim up and another. Heading to left back trim down. Yeah, I don't even need to make combos because I really do have quite a lot of buttons that I could use, which I do not use currently. So finding some buttons to use trim left and trim right would not be a problem. I'm just gonna have to remember where they are. But I think it might work here. Or here. I've got a lot of them left over. Somewhere 2 miles away. My good old Kodiak. Oh, look at that. I'm a woman?
JetBlue 617 crossing on at or above 10,000. Crossing time at or above 10,000, JetBlue 617.
Can't remember. Jeff chosen a woman
986 Sierra Alpha, Vancouver Center identified. Good afternoon.
There we go. So. You know what? We're just gonna do another. We're gonna do another instrument approach just for kicks. Let's see. VFR only. It does have, according to Little NavMap, it does have an ILS slope. So. Yeah, it's sadly it's VFR, but I'm gonna do an instrument approach anyway, just to because it's so fun. Let's see, select some approach. RNAV 13 and 31, so we're gonna use 13. We're gonna pick this one. And TDOM. T-Dum. Yeah, T-Dum looks good. Well, there we go. I'm not sure what T-Dum needs, what the altitude for T-Dum is, but oh, minimum altitude 2,200. So let's put that in. And he's turning the wheel again and again and again and again. 2,200. Here we go. Enter. Activate. Oh yeah. Flight planner inside the simulator here? You mean the FS2024 one? Website. From Microsoft, you mean? The flight planner website. I know that it exists, but I haven't used it. No? Okay. Let's take a look at it. Microsoft Flight Planner for 2024. Let's see. what it really does. Sign in with Xbox. Yes, I do have an Xbox account. Go ahead and blah blah. Yeah. Okay, let's show you the alt for all for the approach fixes. Okay.
United 758, maintain separation with traffic ahead. Reduce speed to 200 knots. Reducing to 200 knots for separation. United 758.
Papa, what was it? Papa Yankee thing? No, Charlie Yankee Zulu Papa. Charlie Yankee Zulu Papa. No, actually, what we're gonna look for, Charlie Yankee Zulu Papa. There we go. So that's Sandspit VFR. Okay. Procedures. There we go. That might be the interesting part. Yep. And then Urbik. I chose TDM, and that is let's take a look at that. TDM Canada, but it doesn't really say. I shouldn't be so Charlie. Does it remember my last Charlie Yankee Zulu Papa? Oh, yeah, Zulu Papa. There we go. Let's do that again. Okay, I'm gonna listen to you. Charts, you said, and then approach probably for runway 13, I guess. No charts are available. Or we can go to procedures. So that was TDA. What am I supposed to do? Tell me. No charts for this one. Okay. Transition altitude and runways 13. Okay. Well, you know, little nav map tells me 2,100 feet, so I'm going to use that. That's all right with me. But I get it, so that might be a good idea to use this and take a look at it and see how it works. I'm going to save that. That's good. Oh, there's a spammer. See ya. Canada. It's actually not bad, this map. It's not bad. I've always been using the fsxmap.com and something else, I'm not sure what it was, but I never bothered to look at this, but it might be a good idea to actually do it. Map Libre. What is that?
Piper 456 Alpha Bravo, cleared into the Bravo airspace, maintain 6500. Cleared into Bravo, maintaining 6500, Piper 456 Alpha Bravo.
Bravo open source mapping libraries. Oh, that is something that I desperately need to send somewhere else. Note to self. By the way, I'm going to show you something real quick. Let's put that away. Desktop. Ah, for crying out loud. Where is my Explorer? Desktop, there you go. This is what I did to my Logitech yoke. I had to modify it because the original controller's in there. This package here is pure, that's pure nonsense. It's cheap, it doesn't work, it did have a huge dead zone, and it was imprecise. So I bought another controller and soldered it onto all kinds of, onto the potentiometers of the axes and so forth. I exchanged the original stiff springs with some rubber bands, and this stuff here works okay. But what really got broken was the goddamn, what's it called, the throttle quadrant. So I'm not gonna, I was just so fed up with this. $30 miles to go. Nice island. Nice beaches. Look at that. That's juicy. It's getting juicy here. That was just orange for some reason. I think there's a little bit, yeah, there we go. Or is it orange? Yes, it is orange. Depending on the angle I'm looking at it. Or maybe it's blending in with the background, I don't know. But this this area here that looks interesting.
November 245, Mike Charlie, climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Climbing to 10,000 feet, November 245, Mike Charlie.
Vancouver Center Delta Foxtrot Delta would like to request a new playlist for Spotify. Do you have something in store for me?
Kodiak Delta Foxtrot Delta, I'm afraid I can't help with that request. Please focus on flight-related communications.
Well, isn't he a sweet talker?
Delta 246, climb and maintain flight level tree 20. Climbing to flight level tree 20, Delta 246.
We're going to have some proper crosswind at the landing, I would say. I hope it's a little less at lower altitude. Yeah, look at these cloud formations here doing landfall here. This is, that's quite, oh, there's a flag. In German it's called Flugabwehrkanone flag. What is it called? For crying out loud. The guns that shoot into the air to bring down airplanes, what is it called? Black in English. I don't know. AAA, it's called. That's what it's called. Anti-aircraft guns. "11 miles to go."
Southwest 280, continue climb to flight level 290. Continuing climb to flight level 290, Southwest 280.
24 Juliet, read back correct.
Descend and maintain 5,000, Meridian 24 Juliet.
Vancouver Center, Skyhawk 728 Alpha Charlie.
1700,
Cancel
all right.
IFR, clearance, and request flight following.
Okay. Where is Ebkin? Oh, there's Ebkin. Ebkin. There we go.
Kodiak Delta, Foxtrot Delta, Sandspit Airport at your 1 o'clock, 14 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR.
JetBlue 617, cross Tamon at or above 10,000.
Crossing time at or above 10,000, JetBlue 617.
Vancouver Center, Delta Foxtrot Delta, frequency change approved, squawk VFR. Have a good day. Transponder VFR, I'm thinking, I'm not sure what the VFR, is that 7,000 in Canada? I think it's 1,200 in the US, but I don't rightly know. I'm going to slowly reduce the speed a little bit at least. And I'm going to activate approach once we reach Epcom, I guess. That might work, right? Well, it probably would work if I'd activated it at set move, because set move is far away, is far enough away from the actual runway. Set move. I like the names of these waypoints. Set Boo and Door Quark and Lingy Dingy. Set Moo Doo Doo. My approach speed is 110 knots. Once we hit set move, I'm going to this speed, set move, and autopill. That's a pill that the otters take if it all gets too much around these parts. I mean, there's so much stress for these guys. All these airplanes, boats in the simulator. The poor otters. I don't know how many otters are down here, but the otter pill is a necessity nowadays.
Skyhawk 49 Alpha 1 Echo 3 mile final runway 26.
Okay, set move's not far away. I'm going to hit the approach button and reduce my speed. To 110 knots. The glide path has been reached. Uh-oh! Oh, this is so nice. Setmu and the Udder Pill. You're making my day today. And we can lower the flaps slowly but steadily. Oh, this is just so cool.
At our 1 o'clock, about 6 kilometers away, you might spot the Sandspit Airport. Now this airport is not just any airport. It was built in 1944, which is quite a long time ago, and it serves as a gateway to the beautiful Haida Gwaii. You know, I once heard that my friend Toby tried to land a paper airplane here, thinking it would count as a flight. He got so excited that he forgot to check the wind direction and ended up launching it straight into a flock of seagulls. The seagulls were not impressed, and neither was the airport staff who had to deal with the chaos. So if you ever see a paper airplane flying around here, it might just be Toby's doing.
Toby is an idiot, if you ask me. I'm gonna fly manually now.
500.
Because I have the runway in sight. Oh, it's so cool. Lower the flaps to 35. Reduce the speed significantly to like 70, 75 knots. There we go. I had a yoke. Joysticks are nice and all, but you know, a yoke's a yoke. Holy Lord. I've had better landings than this. Holy Lord, that was a little fast. So, let's go find a parking spot, then I'm going to reload the simulator with the add-on. I need to remember what the reverse thrust was. I think it was this button here. Yes, it is. Because I didn't use it. I should have used it. Parking brake. And are you on the ground already? Yes, you are. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna just quit. Oh, holy Lord. And reload this simulator to see if the add-on works. This might take a while. I hope you can entertain yourself for a couple of minutes. Miltech Simulations. That's the A400, I guess. I really, truly have not flown many of those planes that are in 2024. The only thing that I flew was the 172, the 152, the Grand Caravan, one of the Cubs, and I think the Grumman Goose. I didn't fly anything else yet. I didn't have the time. I'm a high so ridiculous. I'm a high profile streamer now. I don't have time for experimentation. Setmu and Otterpill. Do you happen to like helicopters? To fly helicopters in the flight sim? Because I don't. I'm not interested in helicopters. Start. There we go. So we were at. Let's do it right. Let's go to what was it? C. Y. Zulu. Kappa. There we go. Sandspit. The North Coast. There's Skinflints. He's still sitting there on the ramp. Set his departure. There we go. Let's hope for the best. Okay, let's see. I guess this might be it, right? This little window here. Yep, power is off. Okay. So, let's see if this is going to show up. Oh. Okay. Is the frequency switch. Okay, first of all, let's start the engine and make sure that we put all the levers to blah blah, and then start her up. There we go. Fuel, all that stuff. And we can go ahead and put that on. I know, we don't have a departure and arrival. Not yet. ATT's coming up and peaking out at 600. That's all right. Turn that off. By, that's right. So now let's see a flight plan. Is there a way to actually load up a flight plan, import from SimATC? From SimATC now. Can I make this window a little bit bigger? I guess I can, maybe. There we go. Let's just keep it visible so you can see something as well. It's a little bit difficult to move to move it around. Oh Lord, it doesn't have anywhere to grab the window and put it somewhere to the... I want to make it a little bit smaller, something like that. That might be good enough. Click it off again on the upper tab. Oh, there we go. Okay, now it's got a window. Sort of. Yeah. Okay. So there are procedures. You know, I'm gonna have to. Is there something specific that you find that I should take a look at when it come back? Make it windowed and move it to another display. Yeah, I wanted to keep it visible for you because you're gonna have to tell me how this thing works. At least, oh, I could do it myself at some point and do it not while we're streaming because it's boring. But backlight setup, there's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at it. There's the weather. Weather. Well, for now we don't need a flight plan. I'm not going to use that, but I guess there's waypoint info, VOR, NDBs. Okay. I think some of the functionality might not be available because this is not the Pro version, but direct to, there we go, okay. Select, oh, look at that. It's got a virtual keyboard. Does it work? No, it doesn't. The free one is all I need, okay. Well, if it comes to flight planning stuff, I guess, right? And what about autopilot stuff? Is there anything in here that is oh, nothing for my autopilot, okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead and move this thing to another window. Okay. I do have quite a lot of windows open already, but I'll see if I can fit it in somewhere. Okay, so let's continue our journey. We're gonna do another leg. We'll take off and fly towards Bella Bella. Bella Bella. It's got the code Charlie Bravo Bravo Charlie. You want to come along for this as well? After the stream, I will actually go to bed because it's already 10 p.m. and tomorrow I do have an appointment rather early, so I can't do it. But we're not going to be able to talk a whole lot, but maybe tomorrow night if you don't care. What AP? What do you mean by that? Airport. Bella Bella. Charlie Bravo Charlie. 150 nautical miles. It's about an hour. Pull this circuit. Alright, so parking brake off. Look at that guy, he's standing in the way. We're going to take off from, I would say we're going to take off from 31. Are you standing outside of the plane? Yes, you are. Inside, okay. Well, your avatar is still standing outside, but all right. I'm gonna go to high idle now. Full forward. And lower the flaps to 20. And turn on the landing lights. There's two of you. Mr. Skinflints, who is still standing outside of his plane, a ghost version of yours, and your plane. That here is. turn around to fly to a heading of 100, no, what is it, 97 degrees. And then I'm going to put in an autopilot and configure the destination, which I didn't on the ground. That was bad planning. There we go. There's the flaps. Activate the autopilot, and let's go ahead and put in the airport destination. What was that? CBBC. B, C, there we go, Bella. Oh, she's so Bella. Okay, we're gonna fly at an altitude of 2,000 feet, that should be good enough. The damper is on, autopilot is on, all that stuff. Let's reset the heading just to make sure we don't mess up. Here we go. Let's reduce the RPM to 2,000. And the torques to 1,300 something. There we go. And what else? No, that's good enough for now. Bella does not necessarily even have some kind of RNAV or ILS. Let's see what we can come up with the procedures here. It does have RNAV. Okay, runway 13 might be it. And what do we have here? DuPont. Blah blah. Where is DuPont? DuPont. There it is. Okay. DuPont. Let's take a look. So you said that this awesome flight simulator website helps us find out. CBBC. There we go. Let's take a look at the procedures. We've got DuPont. And DuPont, is there some kind of information about that? Transitions? No. But DuPont, magnetic, blah. CBBC. It would be nice if they had some kind of history. Runways, frequency, general. Chart. Approach. 13. No charts available. Unfortunate. to locate all nearest wharves, NDBs, and airports. Okay, so let's do this. Let's take a look at how we can do this in this nice little app. Can you see it? Yes, we can. Okay, I see. So, wait a minute. Let's put it aside here. 1, 2, select DuPont. There we go, enter. And I will put this back into the simulator. Okay, waypoint information. Oh, well, let's take procedures. Does that have any? Probably not, because I don't have a flight plan. Let's go to waypoint. Intersection, start of war. DuPont. Enter. There we go. Now, let's see now. Waypoint info, okay. The airport I'm going to, then let's pick up the location. Where do I enter the location? Waypoint info, airport. Oh, there we go. So CBBC, enter. America, Vancouver. View charts. It doesn't have any charts. Wait. Set your G1000 to heading mode. Okay. I can do that. Where is it? There we go. Okay. Remove the flight plan from the G1000. Okay. Clear. Flight plan. Oh, there is no flight plan. Procedures. Is there a way to clear all this? Well, it doesn't really have a flight plan, you know. But, let's try that again. But it doesn't have any charts. Oh, there we go. Now it seems to work. Okay, we said RNAV 13. Here we go. DuPont. DuPont. Now, where can I get an idea of how high I should be? Go to flight plan, okay. Let's go back. Flight plan. Set origin. CYZP, there we go, enter. Set destination, CBBC, enter. Okay. Click on CBBC and waypoint info. Okay. And then I guess procedures. Yep. RNF 13. Load activate, okay. So he's gonna go to DuPont. Yes, he does transfer this to the GPS. That's cool. Oh, there are the altitudes. Look at that. But it doesn't say anything for DuPont. Next one would be MKED. By the way, we should be switching back to nav so that it flies, that it goes to that's where the glide will come in. Be ready to land at path. This one, the pen. Okay, I get it. What does FAF stand for? Final approach fix? Something like that? Okay. Yeah, I agree. This thing is pretty cool. It's a lot less clicky shitty than it's a lot more convenient. That is true. Hello. Yep, you're right. Thanks for this really good tip. Yeah, no, it's, yeah, I guess it gets better than, but I mean, one thing that you have to keep in mind, this window here doesn't move if I move my head around, because I'm not sure if you're using any kind of head tracking device, but I move my head. One of the things that are a little bit annoying is that, I do move my head, and if I move my head only slightly, my mouse cursor is of course gonna leave the click hotspot. So that's the most annoying part of it. Yeah, I guess. Absolutely. But I'm probably going to miss some buttons if it's in the plane, if it's in the 3D cockpit. So, but that's what you're going to have to live with if you use some kind of head tracking device. new palm. So you know what, we can go to 3,100 feet. There's that size, 1,500. Yep. Your cockpit, okay. Let's take a look. I like your profile picture, by the way. But, yeah. Oh, that looks awesome, indeed. That looks awesome. So it does seem to have a little bit of a different layout, does it not? No, it doesn't. But yes, I would like to have this inside this plane. Very much so. So I guess you're a "it's all so great" fan. So good, so good. It's all doing very good. It's also very bad, but so good. Hello. Yep, I like the software. That's good. I like it. Thanks for showing me. I guess you're a little bit. There's more inside your head and inside all of this. What else do you have to offer? Tell me. Come on. What kind of yoke are you using a yoke? And if so, what kind of yoke are you using? And if you don't use a yoke, are you using a joystick? So good. With a controller, you mean a joypad or something? With a Xbox controller? Yeah. Okay. I have that as well somewhere, but I mean, seriously, if I'm inside a plane, I'm going to use a joystick or a yoke. If I had one that was working. Let's click around a little more. Menu. Cruising altitude. Okay. The intercom. 7,000. So good. Let's take a look at the radar. What kind of weathers we're gonna have to oh, look at that. That makes sense to use an IFR approach. Look at that. It is this wasted. YJQ. YJQ. Why in hell JQ? Where is it? Is it somewhere on our route? YJQ. It's near the airport we're going to. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look. Oh, there we go. I can see it. Yes, there it is. It is right at the, what is it called? It's a helicopter place, a helicopter pad. Dryad Point Lighthouse. There it is. Nice place. So, I like the space. Weather. I like the weather, really. It's awesome. Look how high the clouds are rising up. Juicy. Now you can see the entire thing. The problem is that I have during the stream I have a display that is a lot wider than 1920. So whenever I put something to the edge of my display, most people are not going to see it because the streaming window is only full HD. Otherwise, my internet is going to be a little bit too. There's too much bandwidth going to have to be used if I would be using the entire the display resolution. It's raining right there ahead of us, basically everywhere. So nice. So good. What's the temperature? 4 degrees Celsius. You're at 11. You're at flight level 11. You're cheating. No, you're not cheating. You're doing something very reasonable, because flying over water, it makes sense to fly high. I mean, there's so much open water here, not going to be able to glide to, or maybe you are. Yes, if you turn left, you'd probably be able to reach land. South of you to your right. There we are. Okay. Yep, pretty soon. Right now it's half past 11. Yes, but we're gonna be at 11 soon. So good. Look at these walls of rain here. That is awesome. And there we have rainbows. Rainbows. Who's that? That's Flag. Yeah. Oh, dude. I'm gonna get rattled. But I won't go above 2,000 feet. Oh, I wanted to go to 3,100. I've almost forgot. Let's go to 3,100 and... torques a little bit for climbing. These are really, they are walls, literally. You fly against this cloud, you're gonna get bounced. The rain just pushes you away. Yeah, now we're getting into it. You can see on the radar right there, yellow and orange. So we're gonna have fun. Lots of rain and stuff. Yep, the turbulence is getting stronger. What are you doing? Do you have some kind of warp engine? And here's the rain. "3,000 feet, you're right in front of me. Like 1 mile. Well, at least I can't see anything, so I'm not gonna have I'm gonna get vertigo here. I can't see a thing. It's good to have this virtual horizon here. I can see you right ahead. There's a little pocket of visibility here. Let's make a little screenshot once you're close. In the thick of it. Are you gonna try to get us killed? How about you just open up the hatch in the back and jump in? Oh, there are nice islands down there. So good. So nice. Black square. Is that a black square? What is that the variant or the or is that the developer, or is that the company that actually builds the Duke? Or what does black square mean? The maker of the bird. Okay. I get it. Black Square. Never heard of them. Seriously. But I'm not so well versed in manufacturing. There is snow on these islands, right? 40 miles to go. Aristabel Island to Aristabel. No, Aristazabal Island. There's a little mountain, or let's call it a hill, and it's about 900 feet high. I'm playing the tour guide because the St. Intentions tour guide is very, very lazy today. This lady doesn't even say anything. Hey, did you, I mean, I'm paying you for doing a tour guide. Is there anything that you can tell me?
Yes, I can tell you that we're currently flying over the Great Bear Rainforest, which is one of the largest temperate rainforests in the world. It's home to all sorts of wildlife, including the rare white Kermode bear, also known as the spirit bear. It's a bit like a bear, but with a more mystical vibe, like if a bear went to a spa and came back with a new attitude.
Okay. They put in some work, it seems. Holy dude. Yep, I get it. So that's why they, yeah, there we are. They support this. Sounds good. Okay, I'll keep it in mind. Now, I missed what bitching Betty was saying when she was trying to play the tour guide. What I wanted to say. Nice screenshot. You did. All right. Yeah, well, it would make more sense to have me show up as a Grand Caravan because that is a very similar plane, and it looks also very similar. But the Pilatus, that's not the choice that I would have made, but it's all right. At least you can see something. Yeah, as I said, I think that the flight simulator has a couple of models, generic models for all kinds of. Let's just take a look. MSFS models generic. Let's see. No, we need for 2020 actually, 2024. Unwanted airplanes. Blah blah. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the model matching stuff. But but anyway, so maybe, I don't know, they have some kind of model. $27 miles to go, and there's quite a lot of rain here. Yes, there is, sir. Actually, what am I looking at? Some of the things that I'm looking at the distance here, but it is in way bigger numbers right there, bigger letters and numbers. I should be using this. There's snow. Do the no, the trees don't have snow on them. No. That would be pretty awesome, actually. But I think it might be a little bit too much for a simulator. Yep. 14 minutes is good. We're gonna arrive a couple of minutes past 11. Well, I'm going to put the window somewhere else because I guess I will need a space. So, it just overtook me. Okay. Why did it do that? I mean, I didn't even pause the simulator. Hi there. You're looking to connect? Huh? Yep. "13 miles to go." Let's zoom in a little here. Lamander. Lamander. MKED. That's this kind of weather. That is perfect for doing barbecue, stuff like that, inside the plane, because outside, and I have a little space back there, and I guess I could also use the air ducts to suck out the smoke from the barbecue grill. Might work, actually. It is oh so yellow on my radar. What is this? There's a button. No, that's not a button. There's some buttons that I can press just for kicks and shits and giggles. There's the air duct. You know what? We're gonna blow some air in the neck of this guy so he gets a cold, because maybe then he stops flying with me if he's getting sick, and then he might leave the plane. We do have, where are some other that stuff? Open up and move it in his face, and actually go ahead and increase the fan speed to full and the temperature to like Oh, it does not. It only goes to 19. Let's turn it all on and blow it in his face. No, turn off auto and reduce. Oh man. But then I'm gonna get sick as well. Let's put it to 23, something like that. It's hot in here. 27 degrees back in the cabin. What is happening? Did they start a barbecue? So I should be paying attention. We're 4 miles away from Dupont. 21 degrees, okay, Celsius. I only have a t-shirt, so I'm gonna increase the temperature a little. A message just came in. Arrival at waypoint Dupont. Okay, no kidding. Okay, let's prepare ourselves mentally. Each man must do that all by himself. Landing light is on, and all the other stuff. Yes. Yep. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot that I can click that is really shiny. But there are so many buttons. I could pull some of these. These are good. Circuit breakers. I like them. They probably even taste good. They look like little candy, black candy, something like that. Yeah, let's pull them out. All of them. We don't need them. That's so good. So great. So good. I always wanted to pull some nice little circuit breakers. So good. And so bad. So. Alright, I guess I can start to hit the approach button. There is an approach button somewhere. Look at that. There, it's big and shiny. Let's let this thing just straighten itself out onto the line here. And now let's hit the approach button. There we go. I'm going to hit it. And reduce the speed a little bit. Just a little bit. Fluffy little clouds. Just a little bit. It's already doing it. Look at that. It is on the glide path. I'm coming down. It's doing it all by itself. I don't have to do anything. I just click shiny buttons. There we go. That looks all very nice and good. And nice and good. Good plane, nice plane. But yes, I agree, we are a little bit too high right now. It should be sinking a little bit quicklier, more quickly to 1900 feet, but it's 1 mile to go. 1 mile to go. Come on. Sink more quickly. You can do it. Sink more quickly. It's not doing it. I will lower the flaps now. We're at 1900. It did it. It did it. Look at that. It's doing quite well. 500 feet. That's our goal for the next waypoint. 500 feet. I do like the software, really. It's awesome. It is awesome. Let's lower the flaps even more, like to 20 degrees. Can you see the runway? Can you see the runway? I can. Well, I can. I've got this very nice virtual representation of the real world, but oh, I'm a little bit too slow here. I'm too slow. I should be using auto thrust. I already have my fun. It's so good. Oh, I can actually see the ground. But, you know, let's go ahead and do this. Put my feet on the pedals.
500.
500.
500.
Lower the flaps to 35. I can see the runway. Deactivate the autopilot. I can see it. I can see it. It's right there.
500. 500. 500.
How about you stop bitching, Betty?
500.
Yeah, but it is difficult to see, really. The weather is not favorable. That's a little too tough. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Reverse thrust right there. Okay, raise the flaps. I want my yoke back. I did better landings with a yoke, really. This guy over. He's in the way. So there we are. There we are. That was awesome. Really good weather. Very nice weather. Let's turn it all off. I won't open the door. Your aircraft looks so tiny. Is that real? I mean, you're a two prop. The Kodiak looks so big. Well, that was nice. Thanks a lot for showing me the GTN750. I think I'm going to use it. Maybe even buy it because I like people who do great software. And if it, I'm going to have to take a look at the feature set if it's worth actually paying the amount they charge, but I'll consider it. I mean, I'm paying $20 a month for the stupid intentions. So, and thanks for flying with me. That was very nice. And I hope you have a good evening and a good night later on. And a good day next day, tomorrow, and a good day after that. Take care. See you soon.